Oh my god, it's only another Heresy Thursday, and this time round we've got some Alpha Legion goodness, which is nice because, let's face it, pretty much every single Alpha Legion model for the Horus Heresy looks class, and this one is no exception. That's right, we're bouncing back after last week's offering, which was fine. It was okay. It was fine. Nothing to write home about, but it was a decent model in and of its own right. Just wasn't particularly exciting. Didn't really get me going. But usually Alpha Legion models do, because they have lovely touches all over them. That's a weird way to phrase that. There are nice details that are commonly found on them that I really like. That's a better way to phrase that for sure. Definitely a better way to phrase that. So here he is. This is the Alpha Legion Saboteur, and he looks absolutely solid. Look at that. I love the scale pattern on the armour. I will never ever get bored of that. It looks so good. It looks so different to what any of the other legions have. It stands out really nicely. It's also something that at first I was like, oh, I bet that's a pain to paint. But no, actually a little bit of dry brushing. You've got everything you need to make it stand out. I just love that bit of detail. It's so cool. There's some nice little things going on with this armour as well. So we have the kind of reinforcement studs on one of the greaves, but on the other side we've got this very nicely ornamented edge to the armour, which I really like. Again, we're seeing more of that kind of built-in trim on things like the shoulder pads, which kind of move more towards the kind of Chaos Space Marine look that we are used to for 40k. So again, it's nice just to see those things becoming more prevalent, creeping in a little bit more. The Alpha Legion helmets are some of the absolute best. They look great. That kind of crest that comes up, the extra decoration going around the eyes, the extra trim down the centre of the helmet, it's so good. They just got some of the best ones. Some of the best ones by far. If I remember correctly, that segmented crotch plate? Segmented crotch plate was actually the name of my band in high school. That's not true. I can't even remember what I was going to say about that now. What was I going to say? What was it? What was in my head before I said the words out loud and then immediately regretted it? It's not a standard thing. That's what I was going to say. That's not a standard, because this is Mark 4, by the look of things. The segmented crotch plate is not standard on that mark of armour. That's all That's all I was trying to say, and it was an absolute disaster from start to finish. Just a complete mess, as is pretty much every video, to be fair. I mean, that's nothing new, is it? I like the kind of bandolier he's got going on with the two different types of grenade. Is one of those a rad grenade? Is that what that is? The glowing one? Because that will mess you up carrying those around long term. And the one around the leg as well, carrying the combat knife, that's really cool. I really like the way they've painted that heads up display thing on the arm there. That looks really cool. They've got very good at doing imposing stances for these models. Not full action shots, not like they're running, but just looking like they're about to do something that someone else is going to really regret being on the receiving end of. And this is a similar thing. The last two we've had good kind of about to do something badass poses, and I think this one looks good as well. As always, bonus points for a complete lack of tactical rock. That's always nice to see. Oh, interesting. So this is a Saboteur console. So another version of the console. That's kind of cool. You probably can't hear this, but someone is going wild with a drill or some sort of power saw thing. It's over there somewhere. Stop now. We can carry... No, it's still going. It's definitely still going. It's definitely still going.
2 hours later.
Effectively, this lad can just walk into the enemy ranks and start cutting high-ranking targets. I don't know why I said start cutting. Eliminate high... That's the correct word. Eliminate. Assassinate. Start cutting. What? Also, I was going to say that the bolter didn't look like a bolter, and that's because it looks like a shotgun, because that's what it is. So, makes sense, doesn't it? We do, of course, have our back and side views. Once again, an excellent cloak. Very nice cloak. I really like the cloak. I just love a good cloak. I say it every time, and it never stops being true. I want to paint all the cloaks. Well, all the easy cloaks. I like the placement on this one a lot. I like the drape over the shoulder pad, especially the way you can sort of see it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of added lumpiness under the cloak where it drapes down over the edge. I like that a lot. That's really cool. We've also got a bit of extra pouch action on the side there, which is always appreciated. You can't go wrong with a good tactical pouch. Just don't put too many on, alright? Don't Rob Liefeld it, don't do that. But just a nice tactical pouch here and there. I like it. That is a good looking dude. That is a good looking Space Marine. I like it a lot. It's difficult not to, because Alpha Legion just starts out on like a level of good, and then it's just a case of hoping they don't mess it up with something else, and they haven't. This is a good looking lad. Now, I had a whole thing to give you a little update at the end of this video, but there's construction happening right on the other side of this wall, which I didn't realise was going on, and it's like a rare quiet space. So what I'm going to do is I will record an extra video tomorrow, probably sometime in the evening, when there won't be anyone doing this stuff, and put that up separately. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of that lad in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things. There's also affiliate links in the description, all of that stuff. I'm rushing through it before the noise starts again. Bye.